we start with a punch. That's fairly straightforward, or it should be for someone of Becky's level. It's worth remembering that Becky got her orange belt at 6 months, and it's actually been a while since she's trained, but she still remembers quite a lot of it. So even big guys with big sticks, guys with bottles, and in this case a guy with a knife, we can still work to the floor. And although I say this morning he's actually quite strong, and probably much stronger than Becky, what we're saying is that you can learn this stuff, and if you come regularly, you can learn it quite quickly. Although this stuff can look dangerous and can look scary to start with, we start off basic, and we work you through up from sort of simple techniques like bottles, which aren't that dangerous, to koshes, which are sort of big sticks that you can hit people with. But we think that we can teach you this stuff no matter how big you are, what size you are, and we think that it's applicable in real life, and there's a lot of self-defense basis to this. And as you can see, even somebody of Becky's size can deal with people Ben's size, who's I think 6'5", quite big, quite strong. Even Liam doesn't do too well against Becky, and he's quite a lot bigger than her. So now we have Hope, who's actually even smaller than Becky. Obviously we work hard to keep everybody safe on the mat. So although this looks quite scary being the person who's attacking, what you can see is that there's nobody here who's walking off injured. Obviously if you did this on concrete, it'd be a different story. But the reason we have the mats out, and the reason we do all that break falling to start with, is so that when you go on to do this stuff and you're practicing with your partners, you stay safe, you come out and you don't have any injuries. In a second I'll get Hope to turn around so that she gets some attacks from behind. So now she's facing me, she can't see what's coming. But she's still alright, and she still wins, which is up to thing. If anything, we find that at jiu-jitsu being smaller can actually be a help, because your centre of gravity is lower, which means that when you're trying to take people down, you don't have to lower yourself quite as far. That's why Hope can do a lot of the throwing technique quite easily, because she can pull people off balance and she'll more easily maintain her own balance. But just to prove that it's not just for girls, Paul's showing us some of the more advanced techniques. He's been an orange belt for a while and hasn't had a shot. He's a little bit more experienced than the two girls and hasn't had to go for his next grading, which is why he's wearing the same colour. But as you can see, it doesn't matter who attacks him, he can deal with it fine. As you can see, it doesn't matter who attacks him. We make sure that we have control over everything we do, so that no one gets hurt and everybody is okay. It's worth remembering that when you first come, we will start with the basic stuff. We will make sure you can do things like move out of the way of punches, deal with plastic balls, which, to be frank, you can't get hurt with, and essentially deal with the little things that people worry about. And even when it goes slightly wrong, we always teach you how to get out of it so that you come out on top. Incidentally, you'll see people at the front wearing these red t-shirts. If you're interested and you want to talk to them, we have Dan who's doing the pictures there, but he will talk to you in a second after he's finished videoing. And we also have Nick down here who's also advertising for us. And